Alright, we are at part C of what is it again? Question 9. I had copied the diagram over here, yeah. Part C of question 9 of the CSEC Mathematics, January 2023, paper 2. What is said here? The diagram below shows 4 points, P, Q, R, S. Alright, so we have the points P, Q, R, and S here on level ground. So you're in a helicopter looking down, where pillars will be placed to mark the outline of a foundation. Okay. There's a vertical post RT at R. Post is at R. Well, it's vertical, so it will be straight up. But let's put the post here. There's a vertical post at R. Now it says from Q, the angle of elevation of the top of the post T is 21 degrees. Find the height of the post. Alright, the angle of elevation is 21 degrees. But let me see something. If I could draw, I'll try my hand at a little three-dimensional drawing. Suppose I do this and say this is 3D. R is here. T is going straight up. And then the angle of elevation will be here. Right? And you have a vehicle parked here, just for imagination. This is the ground, level ground. You have the grass. Just trying my hand at a three-dimensional drawing here. It says the post is RT. So T would be at the top, and somebody standing here. Alright. Now, the angle of elevation is 21. So this angle here would be 21 degrees. And you must find the height of the post. This is 153, so this is 153 long. Alright, looking at it sideways now, as if you stoop down on the ground and looking sideways, you'd see the post here. So this is the post. This would be level ground. Now, the angle of elevation to the top here is 21 degrees, right? 21 degrees. Looking up here. And somebody standing here beside the post. And this distance now, what is it again? 153. This would be a Q. Q would be here, R here, and T up here. Alright. So, right up there now, 21 degrees. What they want again? Find the height of the post. Alright, it's 2 marks they're giving for that. So, remember, you should go ahead, work it out before I work it. In fact, let me remind you of your homework. Your homework is to subscribe to this channel. It is when you search in YouTube, search for at mathematics class videos, right? Or you could just click the subscribe button. But if you're telling somebody else to do it, tell them that this is the channel. Want you to share the video with other persons and ask your questions, make your comments, complain, whatever it is, in the comment section below. Depending on what you comment, might have to make another video. But let me know what's going on in terms of your understanding of the material here. So, oh, I didn't put on everything yet. The 153 is meters. Meters, right. So you have 153 meters here on the height of the post. So here now, you have the 21 degrees on the left of the triangle. This is the triangle, QRT. This height, the post, is on the right. So they are on opposite side, left and right are opposite. And you have the 153 meters rubbing against or going alongside the 21 degrees. So it's adjacent, right? So use tangent ratio. Remember the tangent, I think the tangent would be, the ratios would be in the thing there, the formula sheet, right? So the tan of 21 degrees is opposite RT over the adjacent 153. They give 2 marks for this. I guess 1 mark is for properly interpreting what the question is saying, and the next mark is for correctly calculating the height RT. When you work this out, you're going to get RT equals 153 times the tangent of 21. That would be equal to what? Where's the calculator? Let me find my calculator here. Alright. So it is 153 times, ensure your calculator is in degree mode, right? Not gradient, which is GRE on the calculator, and not radian, which is RAD on the calculator. Alright, times tangent of 21 is degree mode, right? Right, it's degree mode. Equals 58.7 degrees. 58.7 degrees. No, my gosh, 58.7 meters. Where did I get degree from? 58.7 meters, alright? So, here, you have 58.7 meters being the height. Is that what you got? Alright, so the height of the post. What else going on here? Given that the length QS is 135, let me write it down from now. I don't know what these people are coming up with. Let me erase this. Alright, so QS is 135. So this here is 135 meters. What they want now? Calculate the perimeter of the foundation PQRS. So the perimeter PQRS. Alright. They want the perimeter. They give this. How are you going to get that now? That one seems a bit tricky, right? But anyway, we're going to see what happens here. The perimeter. No. To get the perimeter. Oh, it's just one thing you want. You want PS alone. That's all that's missing. You already have your PQ to be 83. You have your QR to be 153 meters. You have your RS to be 110 meters. You only want your SP now. Alright, so Here now, it's not necessarily a right angle triangle. It doesn't even seem like it would be a right angle triangle. That's the PQS. Does not seem to be a right angle triangle, right? So remember, this is a triangle that we're working with now. It's a triangle. What you're going to do is this. Use the sine and cosine rule. Alright, from looking at it, I know it's going to be a case where I'd have to use the cosine rule. Right? You could try the sine rule, but you'll be wasting your time. You would see that it wouldn't work. Once you have an angle and the two sides, on either side of the angle, and you must find the length of the side opposite to that angle, I know that is going to be cosine rule. Right? So, when you look at this cosine rule on the thing there, the formula sheet, right? The formula sheet. Let's look up at the formula sheet and see what the cosine rule says. You have this triangle. It says a square equal b square plus c square minus b, 2bc cos a. Right, so that is the cosine rule. So let's write it down again. The cosine rule says a squared equal b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine angle A. Right? Now, in our case, if you feel more comfortable working with the ABC, no problem. What I could do, draw. Oh, by the way, remember, you should work it out before I do, before I work it out, right? So make sure you pause the video and work it out. It's good practice, right? You must practice. You don't learn maths from watching me or somebody else doing maths. You learn it from practice, right? Alright, now you have this angle 29. You could change the ABC to PQS in the formula, or you could change the labeling of the triangle to ABC if you want. Alright, let's change the labeling of the triangle to ABC. Right? Now, remember that the corners are uppercase letters, the sides are lowercase letters. Now, cos A, you have to know the angle A to get the cosine. So in this case, our A is this. Alright? 29 degrees. If this is angle A, the side small a, lowercase a is this. Alright? After that, you could make any other angle B or C. Right? Suppose we make this side, this angle B, the 135 would be side small b. So this angle is big B, this side is small b. And this angle here is big C, so the 83 is small c. So let's work with that now and see what happens. Oh, this is kind of in the way. Let's erase this thing here. We need the space below. Alright? You sure you're following up to this point? Let's see. A squared. So we have this A squared 135 Oh, my. What did I do? It should be C. Why did I write this as A? Big C, small. Oh, big B, small b, I mean. So remember, if this angle is big A, the side that is opposite to big A is small a. Remember, it's the side that doesn't brush along the edges of the angle. AB rubs the edge of the angle, it is adjacent to it. AC also rubs against the edge, the side of the angle. These two sides are rubbing the side of the angle, right? Rubbing up against the side of the angle. These are adjacent to the angle. But A, this side, is far from the angle. It doesn't come anywhere near to it. So this is opposite. Opposite stay far, right? So it's like, say, you're in somebody are in some disagreement, and you say to them, when you see me in town, stay on the opposite side of the road, right? Because I don't want to hear anything more from you. But anyway, here, A is on the opposite side. It's far from A, right? Don't want to brush up against A. So here now, let's see what happens. A squared, the side what you want, squared, equal B squared plus C squared. We have it in red, so let us write it in red. It is it is A squared equal B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A, angle A. So let's switch now back to black and work it out. A squared, you don't know what A squared is, so it's A squared equal B. B is 135. Now B squared is 135 squared plus C squared. C is 83. So it's 83 squared minus 2 times B times 135 times C. C is 83 times cosine A, which is cosine 29. Make sure you substitute it properly, right? So now, A squared equal, you're going to work it out, right? It's my calculator. Alright, so what happened here? 135 squared is that, and then plus 83 squared equal that, and then 2 by 135 by 83 equal. Alright, this calculator stores the values, so I just did all three and I'm going to write them down here. 135 squared is what? 18,225. So this is 18,225 plus 83 squared was what? By the time I start writing on the screen, the calculator disappears. 83 squared is 6889, and 2 by 135 by 83 is 22,410. So these are 6889, 22,410. 6889, 22,410. Times the cosine of 29 now. So the cosine of 29 is where's the cosine? Cosine 29 equal 0.875. 0.875. Keep it to 3 decimal places while you're working, right? when you finish your work, you can round it down to less decimal place when you're writing the answer. Alright, so here now, we have that so far. So a squared equals, we're going to add and subtract and multiply and so on and so forth. Now, it's just a calculator I want. Keep having to do this each time to get the calculator. So you have 18,225, 18,225 plus 6889, 6889 equal 25,114. So 25,114 minus, and then we do that piece of multiplication that we see there, right? So what we have here, 22,410 times the cosine of 29, which is times 0.875 equal, all right, call it 19,608.75. So we have 19,608.75. all right, so a squared equal, so we do our subtraction now, right? So let me just put the cursor in front and say 25,114 minus that equals 5505.25, right? It's going to be 5505.25. and then what happened after that now? So we get our calculator, and what you're supposed to do finally to get a, remember this is the square root of the square of a. So to get a, you square root it, square root the square, and you have 74 point, or call it 74.2 kilometers. So a equals 74.2 kilometers, right? So that is 74 point, no, not kilometer, 2 meters, 74.2 meters. So therefore, the perimeter now equal, it starts from P, you're going around, right? So we go up to Q, that's 83 plus, then we go across from Q to R is 153 plus, then we go from R to S, that is 110 meters plus, then we go from S to P, that is what? 74.2 equals, so we go around, right around, remember perimeter, peri means around, that some old language, I think is some old meaning, I think, well, when I say old, from long time ago, I think it's Latin, I believe. I have to look up that one. Peri means around, and meter means measure. So it's a measurement around, all right? So you go right around and end up at the same spot. You go right around one time, right? So here now, to get that figure, there, You say, we have the 74 already. Alright, let's add up from the first part. 83 plus 153 plus 110 plus 74.2 equal 420.2. 420. Or call it about 420, right? Meters. So the perimeter is 420 meters, right? So go right around. The perimeter is 420. And that is it for question 9. And you notice this is 4 marks. As you see, it's a good amount of work. You have to use the cosine rule and find the 74.2, right? So they give you 4 marks for that. Alright, so I will see you next time. Class is dismissed for now. I'll see you at the next class.